Hi, I'm Rana Winfrey, and this is my video reflection activity on 3 school websites and 3 instructional informational websites. First, I start off with Johnson County Schools. This is the website for the school that I work in. I work in Johnson County Elementary School, so I chose their county website as my first website to evaluate. Some things that I liked were they had the tabs at the top of the page. Some of them had drop-down menus, some of them didn't. To me, that's a preference thing there. Some people think it's beneficial, some may not. But I do like having the tabs at the top of the page because that easily catches my eye. There are also some extra tabs over here to the left-hand side. They give extra information, and they're sort of like a quick link, but they do not specify as quick links. And I do like having that extra information on the left side. I also like having the webmail, student resources, and Infinite Campus links to the left side. First of all, this helps me know that as a teacher I can come and check my webmail through the county website. Students can have extra resources there. And Infinite Campus is for the parents to sign up and be able to check their students' grades throughout the year. So I like that it's also on the county website to help parents. I like having the news feed here as well. And I actually like that it's a scrolling news feed. It doesn't just sit there. So it sort of makes you pay attention to what you're looking at. But it has the important dates to remember. As you can see, this one has not been updated until the end of May. I like that it also has a thing about the Weather Channel as a link. That can also be very helpful. Some things I did not like is the only thing that even the county website has is our mission statement, which I do believe is great to have on your home page, but I also think there needs to be more information about the schools in the school system here instead of just having to click the tab that says schools. But to find that information, you would have to go and search through the schools tab. Because I work here, I understand that these pictures that are here are outdated, and to me it's important to keep your website updated. So I would say those would definitely need to be changed and updated. Also, I did not notice on our website just a tab for teachers. They have a parents tab, they have a students tab. Yes, there is a staff tab, but there is a username and password required for that staff tab, and I would like to see one just for information that the teachers should know as well. And then the last thing that I noticed here was when I clicked on student resources, there comes up several resources that are very useful, but a lot of them the students have to have usernames and passwords for. So that may be a little difficult, especially if students are trying to keep up in the summer. So overall, I rated Johnson County School System's website as a 2.5 because I do think there could definitely be improvements. So there are some good things about the website. The next school system that I rated is Washington County Public Schools. The reason I chose this one is because it's like a next door neighbor to Johnson County. So I wanted to see how their websites apply like ours do. Some things that I found very, very interesting, and I found that this was very pleasing to the eye. I know that Washington County school colors are gold and black, so I like they use their school colors. As I mentioned before, I do like having the tabs at the top because they're very easy to see. It's very eye-catching. One thing that I really liked was their quick links were sectioned off, and they were labeled as well as quick links that they had for parents, for staff, as well as the other website had. But I did notice as I clicked on the other school sites that they were more detailed for parents in the quick links. So that may be more beneficial if you're looking for a certain school. Go to those quick links on those pages. Um, Something that caught my eye is that this was broken up into sections of announcements, the budget, job postings, even had summer office hours. Those caught my eye because they're bold and it is sectioned off. And then one thing I did not like as I scrolled down is they have a lot of white space left. I felt like they could have done something with. No, you don't want to overdo it, but I just don't like seeing that white space there when there was more things underneath it. And that's just maybe a pet peeve of my own. But overall, I rated this website as a 4 because it was one. If my child went to this school, I think that I would definitely be going to the Washington County Public Schools website to learn more. And the last school website that I chose was Emmanuel County Schools. It's also a neighboring school, so that's why I chose this one. And I rated it as a 3. So my highest was Washington County. My lowest was Johnson County, so it falls right there in the middle. But again, I do think it's pleasing to the eye. I know they did not use their school colors, but that's their preference, of course. But there's not anything about the school system, and they don't even have their mission statement here, which was sort of a turnoff to me. The only thing they had is building upon our tradition of excellence, which to me sounds more like a slogan or a motto than really their mission statement. Another thing I did not like as I scrolled down is the pictures they had on this website. Some of them were fine, but some looked a little stretched out. Like this one was stretched out vertically. This one was stretched out a little horizontally, as well as this one. The one that's at the bottom was very small and you couldn't see, and nothing was labeled there, so you didn't even know who were the teachers of the year. So that's one thing I just don't like, is don't like having stretched out photos, because it makes the forms in the photos look a little distorted. But some things I did like was on their quick links section is they do have a section for Twitter, for Facebook, so it lets me know they're trying to get into social media. Again, they have the tabs at the top, which they light up, so that's a little bit more eye-pleasing as well. And it was also sectioned off into different sections by announcements, the retirees, the valedictorian, so it's very easy to read as well. The first instructional and informational site that I found was kidsknowit.com, and I rated this website as a 4 because I like that it mentioned several times that it's free, when it's very hard to find websites for students, parents, and teachers that are free. It does have a mission statement, and it does tell a little bit about what this website is about. It says in the mission statement it's providing high-quality educational activities and so much more. And it says activities, products, movies, music. So it's not just providing one thing as well. I think this is definitely a site for teachers, parents, and students because it does offer so much. And as I scroll down, you can see all the different graphics. I think that would be very eye-catching for students, definitely, and for children. One of the things I did not like is that it does have a lot going on, but as I said, I think that's very good for children. It'll catch their eye, whereas for adults and teachers and parents, it may be a little displeasing to us. But one thing I did not like is they have the tabs on the left-hand side where it says, what would you like to learn about? And I think those would be more appropriate at the top. But overall, I felt like this is a very good website. It's one that I could definitely see using in my own classroom. The next website that I chose is BrainPop Junior. I really like this website. It's for younger kids from kindergarten to grade 3. I do like that it's sectioned off by color, such as the science, health, reading, social studies, math, arts, and technology. That catches my eye as well as it would catch someone else's eye because it's being color-coded. It has very useful skills on here. It's great for teachers because it has the standards. It has a section for BrainPop educators. Some things I didn't like is there is no text on here in this outer white space or outer yellow space in this case that could be used for some text to tell you about this website. I also like that there's no home button here. You just have to keep hitting the back button, which can be very tiresome. Some things are free, some things are not, and you must subscribe to this website, which is not always a good thing. But it does supply you with some free stuff. You just have to know what you're looking for. But this is a website I have used in my own classroom, and I will continue to use. So I rated this as a 3. Okay, and this is the last website I found. It's called kidsclickit.org, and I love that it has up here at the very top that this is a web search site designed for kids by librarians with kid-friendly results. So it does have some information about this website at the top. It also has a home button, which I really enjoy having up there. I like that it gives a variety of ways for students to search. It has a keyword, a category, ABC search that kids can definitely use. This is also great for not just students, but teachers, for librarians or media center specialists, and for parents. It would be helpful for when students are doing research projects, and I don't feel like it's overdone with text or with pictures. It includes some of both of them. So I just think that overall this is a really good site. Really, I didn't find a whole lot that I did not like about this website. I think it would be nice to have something to break down what they mean by the Dewey Decimal search, just in case there are younger kids using this. But that's another thing I do like about it, is that the Media Center specialist could use this page to teach Dewey Decimal search or the Dewey Decimal system, as well as this could be used for not just younger kids, but older kids as well. But I rated it as a 4.5 because I feel like there's always room for improvement on these websites. They can always do more to make it more kid-friendly or more teacher-friendly or parent-friendly. But overall, I think these websites were pretty good, and I hope you enjoyed learning about them.